I remember when I started, lots of YouTube taught me how to make RPC calls. Although it works, when I created my game, no one told me about client prediction and server and client relationships, etc. This caused the game to act weird when I was the client and lag was introduced, causing animations and shooting out of sync, and so on. Well, today I will teach you how to make your life easier when it comes to multiplayer games. I hope this tutorial points you to the right direction. Well, I will tell you now, the tool that saved me from Migrating is called Gas Companion. It's a tool to install Gas into your project with no C++ required. Stay tuned and I will show you how. First thing first, create a new project, click on Games, and let's begin with the third-person template and blueprints. Close all the dialogues. Note, Gas is free and can be installed to your project if you are a daredevil and know C++. I bought a third-party tool to install Gas fast without the extra headaches. Now remember, you do need to buy this tool in the UE market, which is $25 at the date of this video. A small price to pay if you do not want to deal with headaches nor C++. Once you bought this, on your new project, go to File, Plugins, and do a search for Gas Companion. Check mark it and hit the restart button to restart the editor. Don't ignore the warnings. Go to the right and click on the link to enable Gas. Now let's begin setting up. I usually start by Content folder. I right click and go to Blueprint class and click Game Mode Base. Then I will create a Gas Blueprint character. I hit Blueprint class and click on the All Classes drop down tab and search up for GSC character module. I will name mine BP_main character. Now let's open up BP_main character, then our BP third person character from the content blueprint. We will be using this to get the mesh model, animations, and blueprints and transfer them over to our new character blueprint. Let's click on the mesh and click the small magnify folder icon to take us to the mesh location. Now switch to our BP main character blueprint. Let's click on the mesh, then next to the magnifying tool, click on the left arrow to apply the selected mesh. You can always do this manually, but these are shortcuts that have helped me in the past. Now let's fix the mesh location by setting the C location to -88 and the rotation C value to -90 degrees. Let's go back to our third person character and copy the camera boom and the follow camera. Then we will go back to our character and paste it. It should be under the capsule. Now let's fix and adjust mouse rotation behavior. Click on the character movement and click the client rotation and enable it. Now on self, search up jaw and disable use control rotation jaw. Now it's time to copy all the blueprints from the third person character. Then we will paste that in our main character blueprint event graph. They definitely made this process easier in Unreal Engine 5. Before, we will have to copy variables over. Upon pasting, make sure you compile to check for errors. Now go to your content folder and let's open up the BP_game mode we created. From there, we will now change our controller to the Gas controller. And then we can now change the default pawn to the BP character we've been working on. Compile and save. Let's play the game. And it works, because I forgot to change the world settings to use our new game mode. On the right side, click the World Settings tab and assign your new game mode. Hit the play button and as you can see, it is now using our new BP main character. And the reason why it's sliding without any animation is because we now have to assign our mesh with the proper animation blueprint. Let's go back to the BP_ third person character and click on its mesh. And hit the magnifying tool for the ABP Queen animation, and then we will go to our character blueprint and hit the arrow button in the anim class to assign it to the animation blueprint. Let's play, and there you have it, our character with our working blueprint animations. I can end it here, but let's give the character attributes such as HP, mana, and stamina. Click the ability system component. Here we have access to almost everything Gas provides, and it's all replicated, including the attributes. For starters, let's give the character some attributes by expanding abilities and granting attributes by hitting the plus sign in the granted abilities. Expand index 0 and look for GSC attribute set. Compile and play. It runs, but to see this in action, go to the console by hitting the tilde key and type Show Debug Ability System. On the left side, you now see all the character attributes along with tags, active abilities, and so on. But that will probably be another video. By the way, if you have any questions or get stuck, feel free to comment below and I will try my best to help you. And don't forget to like and subscribe if you like more videos about Gas. I like the fact that you can see your character's location coordinates in real time. Now go to your content folder, right click and go to miscellaneous data table and click attribute metadata and hit OK. I named mine DT underscore player attributes. Now double click it and open it up. Here we will set our character attribute numbers such as HP, mana, and so on. Hit add, and in order for this to work properly, we must start with GSC attribute set period, followed by the attribute name like health, max health, stamina, mana, max mana. Copy and paste the first attribute for an easier process. Now we will click on each one and set the base value for each. I will make them different except the max value so we can see it in game. Go back to your BP underscore main character and let's assign the data with the one we created under initialization data. Hit play, and again in console type show debug ability system. But since we did it once, all I did was hit the up arrow key to get what I did previously and hit return. As you can see, the character value has the attribute values we inputted in the DT player attribute data tables. But let's do something cooler. Let's create a HUD with visuals. Go to your content folder and right click the empty area and under all classes look for GSC modular player controller. Then hit the create button and name it BP underscore gas controller. And the BP underscore game mode, let's now change the player controller with the one we made. Now open up BP underscore gas controller and let's begin doing some blueprint coding. Get the node get player controller and cast it to BP underscore gas controller. Then create a widget. As you can see, gas provides a few templates, but let's go for W underscore HUD for this tutorial. And lastly, let's add it to the player screen. Hit the play button and voila! You can see visually your player attributes. HP set in red to 80 HP, stamina set in green to 50, and mana in blue. Now the point of this video is to show you that these attributes also apply in multiplayer, which makes all the process easier. To test it out, next to the eject button, go to the net mode and select listen server, and add 2 players. Now if we were to attack, each player will have their own HP, mana, and stamina. And there you have it, easy replication. Like and subscribe for more Unreal tutorials and dev tools. Thanks for watching.